Hello, my name is Tom, and I want to talk about dopamine addiction. I guess you heard that this dopamine is a neurotransmitter who transmits informations between nerve cells, and it's famous to be the messenger of happiness and feeling good. And yes, it is a rewarding system, you can say like that you, if you done something good or what you like, then you got rewarded from the own system, from the own with this chemicals, and you feeling much better and happy and get motivated to do more. And there comes all this social media, all this advertising that's got subconscious programmed into people's minds. They believe all this shit what the media tells and this advertising because it's designed for that, to manipulate people on a subconscious level with some rewarding system like this dopamine. So they gave you something to get access to your subconscious, and you're not aware of it, and you cannot defend yourself if you're not conscious enough into buying things, believing things, so they can sell more shit. Of course, they use this curiosity and this dopamine reward system in the body to sell all their stuff. And in the internet, smartphone, advertising on the streets, everywhere. And especially with all this advertising on smartphone apps, the people get sucked into this searching for more and more and more and more. And this is where this endless cycle is coming into place. And people search for the next shot and the next shot and the next shot, the next advertising, what brings me happiness and fun and some reward to search for something new. And it can be really addicting because people sometimes running on the streets and always focus on their smartphones, and they cannot focus on the other people or traffic or whatever. They're running around like zombies. I guess it started with all this TV advertising and between movies and the private channels, the cable TV. So after every 15 minutes you have another 5-minute block of advertising. So you got programmed to buying all sorts of shit. It started even with console games and computer back in the 80s or 90s. And of course it makes fun at first, because you have some games, computer games, and you play it with your friends, and then it gets social accepted and you get addicted since childhood. Some to the TV, some to console games, and of course since the internet to internet games, to play with other people from all over the world. So you don't have to leave your cave anymore. And of course, it is comfortable to sit home. And since Corona is I guess mass accepted, to be safe at home and don't go out anymore, because then you can get sick. And everybody has some smartphone, and people all over the place with their smartphones. The standard what people have today. Young people you see almost every day, everywhere, on some smartphones, and they always have to check the smartphone. Is there something new? Is there something new? Is there something new? And you can see all this addiction, or what people get addicted to with this advertising and this dopamine addiction, this reward system, because it got to be a part of it in the society. You cannot go anywhere without a smartphone and some apps that you can download. I have to download something and buying some tickets online. And of course this Google stuff, is all tracking you on the whole planet, and you have everything on your smartphone, and it got comfortable, and people are always searching for something, the next shot. You can say that everybody is like a drug addict, because everybody has his own preferences, what they're searching for cats, dogs, videos, computer games, let's plays, whatever, reaction videos, how to do videos. There's everything for everyone, and you can lost yourself into this virtual space. And the addiction starts when you wake up and you have to look on your smartphone or the internet or on a PC or whatever you do when you wake up, and you're renewing this dopamine cycle. But even if you want to change your life or want to live healthy or going to the gym or workout videos, you're going to the smartphone and you or to the internet, and there you have it again. And it always rewards you for doing the right thing, so to speak. You can say you cannot see the forest full of trees because it's a system that sucks you in with this dopamine reward, and you want to be feeling good. But I guess in this case, if you get addicted to something, I guess you should feel good. But well, it's the decision of people, You can say that's the first layer of the matrix, from the movie, that people get then sucked into this virtual space at first, and then they totally disconnect from the body. In this pod, what they have in the movie Matrix, they completely emerged into this virtual space, in this delusion. It's already there, There's this VR games, and so you can say the first step into the Matrix, the movie, is already there, because this dopamine addiction has people by the balls, and they got addicted since childhood. The new generations all got introduced to it and got sucked into it. So people spending their whole life in front of the screen, and of course then it is totally obvious that people will eventually create some matrix, and like in a movie, that they live their whole life in some pot. Or another movie what was created was Surrogates with Bruce Willis, where people lived in some pots and they were robots in the outside world, They controlled it from inside of this pots, but they connected, like in the movie Matrix. So nobody get hurt anymore, nobody suffers anymore on some disease or whatever, have to fear to get hit by a car or got shot or got killed on the way to work or in your free time. So you can see there's a lot of potential to hold people in this illusion of Matrix, because you can connect with everyone or with everything you want. It's a quick reward, a quick fix. And of course, this delusional world, the internet, the social media, it's in some ways safe, but only physically, because you get all manipulated psychologically and emotionally, because advertising is using psychology to manipulate people, to suck them into this space and reward them for that. So the only thing what you can do is stop doing that and going outside and turn off the screen as often as it is possible. And I understand, yes, of course, we are all for the screens in front of at home, in front of the TV, at work, on the PC, whatever, on some scanners and of course now this AI. There we have it. The first architect from the Matrix. Some intelligent programs who outsmart people and humans. And if you don't catch yourself, you're sitting your whole day maybe in front of the screen or in front of the smartphone playing games, and people are so distracted so they don't feel this adrenaline rush anymore. Because if you're addicted to something, then you need more and more and more. And then there's this illusion of being happy all the time, That doesn't work. But in this case, people seem to have the standard to achieve this. And society and the media advertise this. You can be always happy, take pills and do this and do that, and then you're happy. But you're still addicted to this with dopamine. I don't want to say that it's bad what people do, but I want to say that it has consequences for themselves and their health and their consciousness, intelligence, and people stop critical thinking. because people got rewarded for not thinking, just doing things to fulfill their dopamine rush, or better said, the addiction to feel good and get rewarded, like little babies or children when they learn something new or done something right, if that's what they want, to being captive emotionally and psychologically to this social media. They do it eventually. What I want to show you is this, how this plays out in your mind and in your behavior patterns and emotions, to become a little bit more conscious of what you are addicted to or what you're taking in without questioning. That you can be aware of it, that you, I get sucked into this virtual space, this dopamine addictions, because I'm searching and searching and searching for half an hour and I didn't find anything, and I feel not better because this dopamine distribution already reached his limit. And so you're searching for something that your body is overwhelmed and needs rest. So people get addicted to some other substances like sugar or caffeine to push themselves. So you see there's one pushing yourself to the edge, over the limits, with all sorts of substances like caffeine, sugar. With this dopamine addiction, you can say, this wanna feel good because I did something to get rewarded again, to feel good. But in the end, people destroying themselves or damaging themselves. They're all feel so they cannot feel anything anymore. So they need more and more and more, like drug addicts, the next shot, the next shot, the next shot, because it started to becoming a habit. In this case, it's a habit of escaping from the body and get sucked into this virtual world, and without even questioning. I mean, it's interesting that when people get sucked into some crime, they resist or doubt things. But with this virtual world, they don't seem to doubt anything, because the reward is to feel good and get rewarded. But because it's called social media, so it has to be social, and everything else is not social. And if you fucked up your dopamine system with all this rewarding and this subconscious manipulation from media and advertising, then you get sucked into this virtual space because there's something that you want to find again. It's something that someone has, some toy or something like that what you want to play, but this guy is an asshole, so you accept that this asshole can treat you like he wants, but you can play with the stuff. It's like, it's like in the childhood, But in this case, with social media and the smartphone addiction, this dopamine addiction, there's nobody there. It's only a system that holds you in place, and then eventually you are alone. And you should buy shit what they want to sell you when you're not conscious about it. And there's all this quick and easy reward for nothing, for the wrong things, so to speak. And I guess it started even with back in the days, in the 80s, 90s, with this series that every week is some series, TV series that comes out, and you're waiting, and then you get rewarded. And this period of time got quicker and shorter when these private channels of cable TV started, and of course the Netflix now and all sorts of platforms, regardless what it is, what you wanna watch, all this binge watching with TV series or movies. This is another reward. And people get addicted to all this stuff. I mean, this addiction is everywhere. This dopamine addiction. People want to reward it all the time, and feeling good. They want to be entertained. I mean, you can say that it's a cycle of hell. If you're addicted to the wrong, so to speak, wrong things. Because you don't get to this what you really want to do, I experienced it for myself, that I want to build on some models, but I get sucked to this screen all the time. At least I'm not smartphone addicted. because I use my smartphone only for when I'm going outside to visit some places, with having the tickets, or the train when the train is going, or some flight, because it can take your life away. And when you then wake up and on your deathbed, you say, "Oh, I used my whole life in sitting in front of the screen or TV or whatever." And in the end, it's not a contribution to life, because it sucks your life away, and because you have lived only one time here. What I want to show is this, that it can have serious consequences when you're not aware of this, that you get sucked into the dopamine machinery of advertising and media, how you should be and how you should feel. And this is how they want you to be always a happy and lucky customer. And you can be sure that you're visiting us the next time, because you are addicted to dopamine and you get what you want from us. A world of illusions. And in exchange for your real life. So that's all what I have now, and I hope it helped to become more aware. So have a nice day and goodbye.